brother? All right.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. Well, it's going to be bad, I know.
You know it.
I knew that coming in. Okay.
Reggie Miller is one of the best pure shooters that I've ever played against. It's hard to guard him, coming off screens. You know, he could also put it on the floor and take it to the basket. That's what they don't talk about a lot, but his jump shot was one of the purest I've ever seen. A little unorthodox, it looked really funny, but he would make them. You don't ever want to leave him. He was a good athlete, and at 6'7", he had the length and the height to shoot right over most people. And it didn't take him long to get that shot off. You know, when you see a guy shoot the ball that quick with that much accuracy, I think of Reggie Miller.
Well, anytime you have a great scorer that is an opposing scorer, your game plan defensively is around that guy. How do you slow him down? How do you stop him? And Reggie was no different than any other great player. You had a game plan. How are you going to slow him down? How are you going to stop him? How you keep the ball out of his hands by trying to deny him, but he'd move so well without the ball, it was hard to stop because he never stopped moving.
He's one of the great adversaries that I ever had to coach against. And, you know, I knew that when I was coaching against him that I had nothing but respect for him. But Reggie is absolutely one of the all-time greats. I mean, when you talk about his kind of game and how he played, there were only one or two other guys, you know, in the same circle.
The next thing that he brought to the table, he loved the big moments. He loved the big games. He loved the playoffs or the big marquee matchups against his arch rival, whether it was Michael Jordan or somebody, or the Knicks. He got up. The bigger the game, the bigger Reggie Miller would perform and play, the better. And this guy was just unstoppable.
Reggie was so clutch, you know, he wanted the ball in his hands, and he had a unique ability to draw fouls. So he's always able to keep the defense off balance because he was such a great free throw shooter. You don't want to get your hands caught and foul him, so he created space, and that's all he needed was a little space to get that shot off. And it seemed like he was a higher percentage shooter with the game on the line than he was actually probably during the middle of the game. And as an opposing player, I really didn't like him too much, and that's a compliment because out of respect, and he would get under your skin. But when I became his teammate, I loved playing with him. He was one of my favorite teammates of all time.
Reggie, he sees himself as an actor, so naturally when he gets on Broadway, he wants to perform.
There's Miller, swings away, and hits. Reggie Miller is on fire.
I don't like the Pacers. Still don't like Reggie. You know, we get along now, but, you know, every now and then when I see him, I still want to smack him.
When we were in a close game and the ball was in his hands, the Pacers were in good shape.
He was a warrior while playing. I mean, he took on, and sometimes he just took the team on his shoulders sometimes, and he made us better by him working as hard, and you didn't want to let him down by doing anything less.
He was amazing. Even when he retired, I think he could have played another 5 years. His body, you know, people used to say he was thin and weak, not tough. He was strong and tough and competitive.
Playing against Reggie and coaching Reggie and knowing his personality, Reggie's hit more shots in crucial times than about anybody I've ever seen. Being elected to the Hall of Fame is the ultimate. It's the icing on the cake for everyone. It's a great honor.
I think everybody respects Reggie because he came out and played hard every night. People always talk about how Michael Jordan came out and played hard. Reggie came out and played just as hard.
He's the greatest clutch shooter I've ever been around and one of the greatest competitors I've ever been around. The way he played and conducted himself, it was no fluke that he lasted as long as he did with one franchise.
The most amazing thing about Reggie Miller is he's got some of the most iconic basketball shots in NBA history. His legacy is he lived for the big moment, and he made a lot of big moments.